Where am I? Blaze? Blaze! I guess we all got separated. This is so unbelievable. Now, I must fight for the future. The Iblis Trigger.
Alright, welcome back to Sonic 06, Part 2 of Silver's story. We have traveled back in time to stop the Iblis Trigger. And I don't know if they did this intentionally. Like, certainly people in Sonic Team were aware that if they made a dark version of Sonic with Shadow, people would be making, like, Vegeta references. People would be like, that's kind of similar to Vegeta. He's, like, the same race as him, but he's, like, an evil version. He can also turn Super Sonic and Super Shadow. That if they did a third one who was from the future, who travels back in time, surely they were like, is this Trunks? Like, did they do that on purpose? Or do they keep accidentally making all of these Dragon Ball Z references? So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of looking through this area because I know that there's a shop somewhere around here. I think it's like yeah, it's right there. And this is again where you could see the problematic nature of Shadow's gameplay in that he's way too slow. He has this gigantic hub area that we're in here that Sonic could just rush through. You know, you can speed through it, you can spin dash through it, but Silver is hilariously slow. He's really, really bad. So you have to actually just kind of walk through here at a fairly slow pace. It's not great, folks. We do not like to see it. But his next level is right up here. This is, I think... maybe not. I was going to say this is my least favorite of Silver's levels. Well, yeah, I would say it still is. Just because it's not very interesting. I used to not like it because I would always get lost in this level and just not know where to go. But now that I am fairly decent at this game, I know where to go, and now it's just kind of boring. See, again, this is me showing that you can get way farther than you were ever meant to get by tapping that button instead of holding it, which is what they want you to do.
Lotus will help me jump based on how long I charge my psychokinesis.
And this is, I think, also one of the levels that slows down the most consistently. Like, it just... I think the entire thing is going to be played in, like, slow-mo, which is not good. This is another thing that you can do with Silver. You can use those boxes to kind of go up. And sometimes you can use it to, you know, kind of sequence break. You can go above a wall that you're supposed to, like, platform around or something like that. There's a really great use for those boxes later on that I'm very excited to show you. Because it's one of my favorite parts of Silver's gameplay. So we'll get to that pretty soon. The thing that I like to do the most in this level is keep to the top path. Because when Silver has more, like, I guess more area to cover up top, it's just better because, you know, you don't have to gain height. You can see where you're going, and all you have to do is, like, drop down, if that makes any sense. Yeah, when you are out of things to throw, the combat gets really dull. Silver has an attack where if you walk up to an enemy, you can press the square button and he'll do this like slap move, but you have to basically be directly next to the enemy that you're using it on, like up close and personal. You can't be like kind of near the guy. You have to be right next to him, and it's not good. I know there's a crazy speedrunning technique that you can use to like refill your meter in midair, which as of right now it can only be refilled once we're on the ground. Thankfully it's not like some other games where you have to be staying still. You can move and it'll refill. But yeah, there's a speedrunning technique that they like can recharge in midair, which would be useful to learn, but I don't really ever plan on, you know, playing this game again. Hopefully this is like the last time I ever have to do it, until this computer breaks too, and I just find out that recording footage of this game is cursed and you're not allowed to do it. So where we want to go is basically like straight ahead from where I am right now. I think it's the same... No, it's not the same ending that Sonic has, because Sonic does not even appear in this level, in this part of the level. But this is the same ending of the level that another character will have, and we will put it at that. And Ollie... Oop. There's some cool uses of Silver's powers, I will give the game that. Like, using that to knock the log into the ball is a pretty cool little thing. I like that. There's some other things like that, like physics puzzles later on in the game. But I just still... The very first time I played this game, I was so confused by why they would even include a character who controls things with his mind. That I hated Silver's gameplay just purely on just principle, really, of just like, this is stupid. I still think it's stupid. It's implemented fine. I've gotten used to it, so I don't really hate it that much anymore. But I still don't know if it belongs in this game.
So, this is the past. I hope Silver is okay. He's pretty insecure when he's alone. The Iblis trigger. Blue hedgehog.
I love that they zoom out. It's just this barren area. Like, there's just 5 houses next to each other on this big hill. Like, what is this? This sucks. But what does not suck is that we have an entire level to play as Blaze. Very nice. As I said, Blaze is probably the best character to play as in the entire game. So, the fact that she gets her own level and it's basically just Sonic's level is, it's good. It's Sonic's level, but you don't have to play it for as long, and you also don't have to do the Mach Speed section at the end, so it is, you know, it's way better just on that virtue alone. I shouldn't have gotten hit by those, that was bullshit. I also love that the video, I don't know if it's the video compression or the bit rate or something, or the frames per second, that when I get hit by an enemy, the character disappears on screen. But when I'm actually playing the game, that's not happening. The character's blinking on and off. So something happens in the recording that the character just vanishes from the recording completely, which is like magic. I don't know how that happened. I will say her homing attack is kind of imprecise. It homes fairly good, but it could use the, you know, preciseness that Sonic's homing attack has. Thankfully, she can do like all the things that Sonic can do. Like she can grind, she can go through those rings. That's another thing I guess I didn't mention, but it doesn't really come up very often. Silver can't grind, so there's some levels where there are like grindable poles or whatever, rails, I guess, not poles. But Silver can't do anything with them, so you cannot do that. Which again, just goes to show that they like intentionally made Silver as slow as humanly possible. Because I can't think of any other reason to do that. So in all the times that we come through this level, I would have to say this might be the most pleasant. I mean, I've gotten to, you know, like Sonic's version of this level over the years, but I do think that this is maybe the best version, because you don't have to deal with the Mach Speed section, you don't have to deal with any of that. It's much shorter, the level ends here. So I think that's a pretty good level overall. And Blaze is pretty cool.
All it takes is a little effort.
Yeah, A for effort. You are right, Blaze.
I finally found him. The
Iblis Trigger.
Got you, Sonic!
Hey!
How, Amy? How do you
It's
keep
about
doing
time
this?
I finally caught you again. Hey! You're not Sonic! I'm sorry.
Huh? Hey, where'd he go? He must have run off!
I'm sorry. Did you miss someone because of me?
It's okay. I'm sure the guy I'm looking for is still on the island. I'm sure I can still find him.
Well, then I'll help you.
What?
2 heads are better than 1 when looking for someone.
Hey, just wait a second.
What's your name?
Silver.
That's a nice name. I'm Amy Rose. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, wait!
Amy, you stupid.
Maybe I'll talk to some people in the town.
So, we have some things that we gotta do here. We got a town mission. I think we gotta talk to this guy. I guess it's not a town mission, but we do have to go find Lord Regis. Regis Philbin. May he rest in peace. This is a pro Regis Philbin channel. What am I doing now? Oh no, I'm just going to Lord Regis. So this is always an area that I forget how to get to, but it's just the complete, like, top side of this map. I'm also checking over here, or I'm remembering that that area is over there because that will be important later. So keep that in the back of your head, the other side of that bridge. But Lord Regis is right here. Just talk to him, and he will give us a mission to do. And again, I'm cutting out all the loading screens, so we talk to him. There's a loading screen right here. Actually, I think I accidentally cut out him talking again. So, oops, that's my bad, but I'm leaving that out. I'm not putting that back in. Apparently the PS3 version, the loading screens are worse. Which, I mean, I've been aware that the PS3 version is the worst version of this game for a while now. But yeah, the PS3 version, the load times are way slower. I still think at the end of this playthrough I might do, like, a compilation of a video of me sitting through all the load times in, like, one particular story, not, like, the entire thing, because that would probably be, like, an hour. The best Let's Play this game that I've mentioned multiple times, the PokeCaptain Let's Play, at the thread that Let's Play is contained in, or not the thread, but the web page that it's on, compiled, like they figured out how much time was spent in the loading screens in that game, and that's great. It's just depressing when you look at it like that. I will say the cutscenes load in faster, and I think it's because they're probably not loading in the world all the way. I think I've mentioned this before, but yeah, each of the, like, loading into a level or loading from here back into the open world probably takes about a good 30 seconds, somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds. Whereas, if you're loading into a cutscene, it'll take somewhere between, like, 5 and 10. So it's much quicker to load a cutscene in this game than it is to load the world. Like, there, in between there, was probably, like, 20-30 seconds. Yeah, right now I think I'm going to the shop. And I'm probably going to run past that other area, like I said. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing two things. I'm running past this fountain here, which, again, will become important later. Just keep that in mind. And I'm checking to see if there's anything at the shop, which I believe there is. One thing that I wish Silver had gotten at any point in his story was like an upgrade to his gauge. Because the ability to hover for longer or grab more items and throw them like more at a time would have been very useful, but that is not something that you get in this game, unfortunately.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, there is nothing back here, so never mind. My bad. Hey. Sonic's gems, as I've explained in the original, like in Sonic's playthrough, were not programmed properly. So, speaking of not programmed properly, so when you use them, it wouldn't drain the gauge. Silver, I guess they fixed it for Silver. I don't know what. I really still don't even know how that happened. Like, that's just wild. But we're just going to go back to where we entered this area from, over by Sandy Valley. I don't remember the name of the level. Aquatic Sand. I don't know. It's this level here. I was just trying to get Silver to do this again here. Come on, Silver. Start freaking out. Start vibrating, Silver. There he goes. Hell yeah. But we are nearing the end of this video. Join me next time where we play his next level.